Oh, I had to make sure this thing was recording. I was going to play some banjo tonight, but my fingers are in such bad shape I can only use 2 fingers at a time on my picking hand, and this hand is all stiff. I bruised it bad. I dropped the jack on it when I had put the fuel pump on that Expedition. Got it fixed. Took me 3 days to do it. But when I was pulling the jack out from under the car, I had it on a couple of 4x4s, and I pulled it and it fell over and landed on my hand, and the wrench was laying on the ground underneath it. It was blue all under here. We're just getting better today. It's turning dark on top though. But I had a rough time. And I can't use my hands at all to play hardly. But I was trying to pick a little. I thought I'd be able to, but these fingers are totally useless. And if I'm using one of these, the other one won't move. But my hands, it's going to take another few days for them to recover. And of course, the banjo is going to be the best way to get the flex back in my hands. But I've had such terrible luck with vehicles. I got the Dodge running great in the driveway there. I tried it for a week. I'd let it run for an hour at a time, cut it off, and crank right back up. Well, I went to Arab, and that's about 12-14 mile drive up there. I made 5 or 6 stops, got all my stuff done. Came back home, turned the thing off, and it never would start again. So I had ordered all my parts, so I got everything delivered here to the house from Amazon and eBay and the auto parts, because I had to get a little here, a little there. Nobody had all the parts at one place. So I finally, it took me a day to get the thing jacked up. I had to jack it up on the left rear quarter and get the tires up 12 inches off the ground. Then I put a jack underneath and it's got independent suspension, so I put it underneath that suspension and jacked it up, took some of the pressure off the tire. Then I had a scissor jack under the frame, and then I had 2 cap blocks with 4x4 stacked on that, and the 2x4 on top of that underneath the frame in the middle of the car. So I had it pretty secure. It wasn't going to fall. And I used my ATV motorcycle lawnmower lift, the one that Harbor Freight sells, their best one, and ran it up under there and got the fuel tank down. It wasn't that hard, but it took, of course, thunderstorm hit when I got the thing jacked up and just fixing to start disconnecting tubes on the gas tank. Thunderstorm hit and it stormed all the way till dark. So the next morning I'm going to get up. It's supposed to be sunny the next day. I get up, go out, or start to get up and go out there, and it's pouring down rain. And my speech is in bad shape too. My arms are just, that's hard work for me, and there's so much strain to my arms. The muscles are all cramped up. But my speech has gotten worse. It's good in the morning, but I've had to talk all day and get stuff done. So I had to go get car tags today and boat stickers and get my driver's license renewed. And I hadn't shaved, and man, my photo's gonna look like a criminal for my driver's license. Because when I've got a 2-day beard, it's pretty rough. And my speech, if I could get my speech back and get back to playing a halfway normal thing, I feel better. But I was going to do a car camp to where I get in the vehicle in that expedition and my feet don't touch the ground until I get back home. I was going to put my cargo rack on the back, and I brought me some water up here. Oh, there's a bottle up there. In all things, today is my birthday. I'm older than dirt. But what I'm going to do is put the cargo rack on the back, and I'll leave the house and go to my other place on the other side of the mountain, pull up in there, and never get out of the car the whole time. I'm going to put my porta potty in there too, because I think I can lean that seat that folds forward so you can get in the back seat. I think that'll be big enough to put the porta potty there. Because I can open the door and hang my feet on the running board. But the thing is, to do that camp out and never let my feet touch the ground till I get back home. So everything I do, I have to do it there in the car. Of course, a guy, I can stand on the running board with the door open and relieve myself that way. Actually, anymore, I use a porta potty. But anyway, I'll do my cooking on that cargo rack. And what I'll have to do, because I don't have the remote key made yet, I'll have to tie a rope to the door handle, loop it under the carry rack, over the top, underneath, well, the back one probably need to be over the cargo rack, and then tie it to the front cargo rack so I can open the door and reach up and grab the rope and pull on it and pop the back door open. Because without a remote, there's no handle on the inside to be able to get it open. So that's the way I'll have to operate that. And I got the window net covers for all 4 windows and the back door. And that way I can keep the bugs out and have ventilation if I need it. But I've got to find my GoPro so I can use it and my other camera. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take some of these other cameras. But I hope I can get my speech back a little better. I was so exhausted, and that's what happens when I get exhausted. This condition gets worse. My tongue gets more paralyzed, My sinuses are all stopped up. That way it sounds like I'm talking through my nose. But old and crackadated, and I wish I could play some tonight, but it's not going to happen. Well, old and crackadated, just thought to let everybody know I'm still alive. Barely, but I'm alive. By the way, that fuel pump, that thing's got 280,000 miles on it. And that fuel pump that's on that Expedition, that's the original fuel pump. It's put on there. The thing is dated, the sticker on it that they put on it at the factory, 2/17 of 2004. That thing went 280,000 miles before it gave up. No wonder it was giving some problems. But that new fuel pump, when I put it on, that thing fired right up. Of course, I went to Birmingham the next day to visit my friend, that best friend I've got. The family is closer than any family blood relatives. He's the one that's kin to Ralph Stanley. He's like a second cousin to him. And he had another spell like he did last year and almost died. His blood pressure went up above 200, and he didn't know who he was for about 2 days, and then when they got the blood pressure down, he started getting better. But I couldn't get there because all my vehicles were broken. I couldn't trust that Dodge to go down there. It's a good thing I didn't, because it may have quit halfway there. Anyway, I got the fuel pump on and fired right up, and it had just a little rough running, but after I drove it the next morning, I went down to Birmingham, and I drove about 20 miles, and you could tell the air bubbles were still in the fuel line. But once it got the air bubbles out, it ran great. And it's a joy to drive. It's about like driving my motorhome on that bus. It's built on F-350 pickup truck frame. But anyway, I went down to visit him, and he's doing much better. He spent 6 days in the hospital, and it took me that long to get that thing fixed. I'm working on it for 3 days, and I went down there because I needed to take him to the doctor that day, and I took him to his appointment, and he's doing real well considering what kind of condition he was in. But I was so afraid I was going to lose him, and I don't need to lose my best buddy. My wife and I, we went on vacation together, we camped together, went to Dulcimer festivals together, and went to his old home place in Virginia. Spent Christmas up there with a big snow, about a foot of snow or more. And that was a great time. I sure wish I could talk better, but it is what it is. And if it will, or if it can, it will. And it always does. But that scared me so bad, and I was stuck here not able to get there. And his daughter died 2 weeks before that. And my cars were broke down, I couldn't even go to the funeral. Because his wife is in real bad health. She's limited to what she can do. Mostly just going to the doctor. Well, old&crackadated, and hit that like button, that thumbs up, and if you will subscribe to my channel. I'm still going to be trying to work. I'm going to start doing therapy on myself, and singing is the best therapy I can do for my speech. But today it's been terrible. I'm been exhausted from all the work I was doing, plus the trip down there and back. But I'm going to keep doing what I can on videos. I just wish I could talk better. And to lose his daughter, she always thought the world of me, and I did her. And to miss her humor, it was terrible. Every year, she would ask me what I wanted for Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner. Well, she knew the answer. Her famous macaroni and cheese dish. Oh man, you talk about, she knew how to make one. Lots of cheese. And the cheese on top and brown. Oh man. Well, I better go. My voice is just about gone. In the mornings I start out talking pretty good, but through the day it gets worse and worse. Well, old&crackadated, if it can it will, and it already has a lot. But I'm glad my buddy's better. Well, I'm going to try to get organized for that camp without touching the ground. And anybody else that wants to try that, don't camp out, don't get out of the vehicle. Do what you got to do to stay in it. If you have to put the thing on the ground, you got to start over. Just thought I'd show you that my fingers will get better. I've already got most of my video uploaded, but I'll upload this. Old&crackadated will be better one day.